I'm here. Hello. Welcome to my grainy video live stream. It's a little dark in here. Yo, what's up? The Luff McGruff loves the stuff, the muff and stuff. How's it going? Yeah, I forgot how to do these, and I didn't have my light set up over here. Let's see, the lighting better, worse. The lighting in this room in general is fairly horrible, and this room is a total mess. So I apologize. What's up, Joe Fish? It has been forever. It's been a couple months. I'm drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper right now. Need a little fuel for the fire. Come on in. I also am drinking some Blantons. We've got a wee bit more Blantons. Not a whole lot. Been conserving this. This is like my live stream bourbon. So, all right. This episode of Out West with Chris Live is brought to you by Blantons. It's a little warm today. Are you guys hearing a funny buzz? I think I could fix that. I'm going to try to fix that. I've got a... okay, maybe I won't. I've got an external hard drive that is sitting on my desktop, and I think the microphone picks up some of its noise on occasion, so I'm trying to shut it down. Well, anyways, no buzzing there. What's up, Yankee Tanker? Hello, Jamie Murray. So one of the reasons why I wanted to jump on and do live stream really quick is I've got multiple questions about Hunter's Hall, and if I was doing those videos, unboxing videos anymore. I want to answer that. I want to unbox the Angler's Hall for August, before August is over. And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. And I also want to talk about some stuff that was kind of going on with the channel, and also talk about the future of the channel. I have a spy right over here. She might want to say hello. Come say hello. Come on. If you're going to hang out right there, you might as well come over and say hi. It's my daughter. All right. So, cheers. Yankee Tanker would like to see me get sloppy drunk. It's not going to happen. All right. So, let's just dive on in. We are just a couple minutes in. We got 8 people here. That's enough. 8 of the most awesome people in the world. If you are just joining us and you're watching the rebroadcast, I will put timestamps like I do in the first comment down below, so you guys can find stuff easily if you want to just jump around. Great American Survival. What's going on, man? 8 is great. So it's 9 now, but 8 is great. Oh, this tastes so good. It's been a while since I had some bourbon. You know, I don't know why. Just it's been a while. So let's go ahead and I guess we'll start with. I could have easily done the YouTube clickbait thing where somebody puts "I'm quitting" or something like that, or "I'm leaving YouTube," you know, or something like that. I could have easily put that as the title, but that's not true. But I almost did. So I, for the last 2 months, really wrestled with the idea of axing, just totally stopping the YouTube channel. I actually talked to Yankee Tanker Outdoors a little bit about that, and you know, he and I kind of chatted about it. And he was like, "Take a break," you know. And I was like, oh, if I take a break, I'll just won't come back probably. And I thought about ghosting everybody and just disappearing. I thought about doing a video and explaining myself and thanking people, and I do need to thank a lot of people. A lot of people have been, really supportive. A lot of you guys that are in here right now, all 10 of you now, have been super supportive of me and the channel. And I appreciate it. And we've hit some new milestones, and that's awesome. But to me, things were at a point in my personal life where I was very busy. And I was constantly focused on things other than YouTube. And then when I got home, I wasn't out doing stuff as much. I wasn't fishing as much. I wasn't, I haven't camped hardly at all this year, which is horrible. I can't believe it. But I just haven't been able to kind of break away and focus on YouTube. It's been tough this year with the new job and everything like that. My attention is needed other places. And then when I'm done with the job, I would come home and I've got a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old that need my attention too when they're with me. So it got to the point where I would get home and I just really wouldn't have the motivation to edit if I had stuff to edit. And a couple weeks ago, there was probably a 10-day lag on uploads. And that was the longest period of time that I had not uploaded a video in several years. There was a period of time about 2 years ago where I was uploading 3 to 4 times a week. And that's a tough pace to keep up, especially when you have a more than full-time job and you got other stuff going on too. So I talked to Yankee Tanker. He talked about just taking a break. I talked to Greg Blanchard, who, if you're into the fishing thing, him and I had some beers with Mike Ensign one night before one of their fishing tournaments. I hung out with those two. And Greg was like, just slow it down. Don't stop. Just slow it down. And then I also talked to my good friend Hank from Bass Geek, and Hank kind of had some good ideas, and I'm going to talk about those in a little bit. So anyways, I kind of don't know exactly where I want to go with all of this conversation, but I do want to say I'm not quitting. I'm not going to be doing YouTube the same way that I have in the past. So basically what I'm going to commit to viewers, to myself, and that type of thing is one video a week, at least one. Okay. And that one video I'm going to be dropping on Tuesdays. I've never done this before. I've never had a schedule. I just dropped stuff when I wanted to drop it, right? So basically, Joe Fish, you didn't miss a whole lot, but I almost quit YouTube. I decided not to. And now I'm kind of talking about the plan going forward. So the plan going forward is to drop at least one video, one, not two, one video a week. That one video, that's my commitment video, right? That one video is going to drop on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Pacific. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, you can come here. There'll be a new video for you. It could be fishing related. It could be an unboxing video. It could be a camping video. It could be a gear review. Anything like that, okay? So then if I decide to release a second video during the week, that video will come out on a Sunday afternoon around 2 p.m. So that's kind of where I'm at with things. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to try this for the next 3 months. If this is a pace that I can, manage, and it's something that I still enjoy doing after that 3 months, I might go to 2, a Sunday, every Sunday, and then the Tuesday video. So that's kind of my plan going forward. I think that there comes a time for all YouTubers, whether they're big or small, just getting started or anything like that, where, you hit a point and, burnout's a real thing. maybe you see yourself like putting all this effort in, and then, you know, the views are good, but they're not what you expect. Like you don't see the return in your time or something like that. That's not why I do it. I don't do YouTube to be famous. You know what I mean? I'm too ugly to be famous. You know, I have my reasons for it, but sometimes, like, the larger a channel gets, the more outside influences there are. So there's commitments, you know what I mean? Like Hunter's Hall was a commitment. And I'm not saying that I'm done with Hunter's Hall. I've gotten like, I don't know, not a ton, maybe like 6 or 7 direct messages or emails asking if I'm going to be doing Hunter's Hall going forward. Like, when's your Hunter's Hall coming out? What's up, Blackbeard? Welcome aboard. 89 A 98 Wheeler, welcome aboard. You know, a lot of those. And basically what happened there was, you know, the folks that did Hunter's Hall were coming out with Angler's Hall. And I'm just going to shoot you guys straight. This is exactly what happened. The folks that were coming out with Hunter's Hall, or the folks that had Hunter's Hall, were coming out with Angler's Hall. And I, you know, like those dudes. The owner's name is Brandon. I've talked to him in person once, and then quite a few times in other ways. And he's just a good person. I really like the philosophy behind that box. And they announced they were going to do a fishing one. I got super stoked. I helped promote it, the launch, you know, just all of that stuff. And then the first month came, and my buddy Yankee Tinker got his box, and I didn't get anything, and I didn't hear anything. And so finally, towards the end of that month, this was last month, I shot him an email. I was like, so what's up? You know, and I had my Hunter's Hall. I have it still. I haven't even opened it yet. It's so sad. It's right here. We're not going to open it today, though. Well, I'm glad you caught this stream, Blackbeard. So they just got super busy with the launch and kind of, I think, forgot about me. You know what I mean? I'm easily forgettable. I get it. But it kind of bothered me. You know, I was like, hey, you know, here I am, like, helping promote your service. You know I get the boxes for free, but I don't get paid. I don't get a commission. I don't get a cut based off of my link or anything like that. I just get the box for free, and I would tell people about it, right? So yeah, like, I'm out there kind of, I wouldn't say I'm the leading edge, but I'm out there promoting it. It releases, I don't even get a box. So I was a little bit pissed. You know, I wasn't pissed. I think I had my feelings hurt. Sounds like such a sissy thing to say, but I actually think I had my feelings hurt a little bit. And, you know, kind of turned me off for a little bit. I was like, you know, okay, screw it. I'm not going to do this Hunter's Hall. I haven't even opened the damn thing yet. I'm not going to do it. Now, since then, we've chatted. Things are, you know, like, okay. I just got the Angler's Hall on Saturday. I haven't received a Hunter's Hall for this month yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep receiving them. I don't know. If I do, that's great. If I don't, that's great too. Okay. I've always said that these are my least favorite videos to do, unboxings of subscription boxes. But what's up, Chaucer? What's up, One Lost Dude? Junia, what's up? Yakzona. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at with the Hunter's Hall. I could be doing them in the future. I might not. I just don't know yet. I don't know. I've told them, yeah, I'm down. You know, I'll do them. You know, that type of thing. But whether we do them, you know, it depends on them sending them. And if they send them at the end of the month after, you know, 10 bazillion people have already showed you what's in the box, I mean, what's the point, right? What's the point for me to do it? There's no point. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at Angler's Hall. It's right here. I got it in a weird box. And that's why I didn't realize I got the whole box. The whole box is in here. And I got this on Saturday. So, Dominic. Oh, I was going to ask my son to bring me a knife, but I got one right here. No, we're good. I can't even remember what this knife is. This was from Battle Box, I think. This is a real steel something or other. All right, let's open this up. If you are ever interested in receiving an angler's haul, I don't have feelers. You want to sign up, you can get a discount, a 10% discount if you use the code OUTWEST, one word, OUTWEST, at checkout. You know that the coupon code section, you can use that at checkout, and you'll save 10% off your first box, not the second or third, just the first. All right, so we're gonna kind of unpack this really quick and see what all is in here. Yep, there's stuff in there. And then we'll chat about it and, you know, all that fun stuff. So this is the August 2019 box. And just like Hunter's Haul, you've got two different levels. You've got the pro level and you've got the advanced level. The pro level, I believe, man, I guess I should know this stuff if I'm going to do a video. What's the problem with doing it live? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Subscription boxes. The pro box is $43.99. The advanced box is $109.99. That's just like Hunter's Haul. So I should have known that. Geez, I don't know why I'm burping so much, and it's just bourbon. 89 a 98 wheeler. Thank you, I appreciate it. This box is kind of different. A lot of the fishing subscription boxes you see out there, the Monster Bass, the Lucky Tackle Box, the Mystery Tackle Box, they just send you baits, right? This box is way different, and that's the thing that I totally was stoked about, and one of the reasons why I was happy to help promote it, because it's totally different. You're actually going to get gear. You might get a bait or two, but you're going to get some gear too. In no other subscription box that I can realize that I know of, fishing related, really does that. So the first item is something I'm going to test out this weekend, and it's an item from Glacier Gloves, and Glacier Gloves makes gloves. These are fishing gloves, fingerless. They're not like fingerless hunting gloves because they will not keep your hands warm necessarily. You could use them as a liner, though. You probably could. I have some wool mittens that are fingerless. They have a flappy foot back. They're pretty warm as is, but you could probably use these as a liner in those. So these are great. They, keep the sun off your hands. And that's the primary reason for wearing gloves, in my opinion. When you're fishing, I don't really do it that often, but I'm going to try it this weekend when I go out, just because, cancer's bad. You don't want to get cancer on your hands and stuff like that. All right. So that item right there is a $25 value. Cool. And I don't know how much those cost out in the wild. So it could be a good value. It could not be. I'm sure you could find them on Amazon for $20 or something, but guess what time it is? Okay, One Lost Dude says they help prevent blisters from paddling too. I could see that for kayak guys. Cheers. It's a sad day, folks. Hey, it had to happen sooner or later, right? Good thing I got a little Buffalo Trace right here. Probably won't touch that today. One Lost Dude, me and tequila do not mix. Never a good idea for me. All right, the next thing up is this is the Harmony Fishing Wacky rig tool. So you see right here, you have there's a little tube in here. You got some O-rings. And basically, people who are fancy will actually put an O-ring around their Senko. And maybe I can demonstrate this. Maybe. See, it's right here. Feels like it's aluminum or something. Maybe. I don't know. It looks like it's anodized aluminum. It's packaged very well to protect it. Gosh, dang it. Look, I got to just peel off every little single piece of tissue paper. Just, what the hell? Gosh, dang it. Ah, there we go. It slid off. So, what you do is you take your stick bait or Senko, or in my case, the Sticko, because I'm too cheap to buy Senkos. You slide it in. Then you would take one of these O-rings in here. All right. That goes over this end. And it basically, the tool just allows you to make the O-ring big enough to stick over the Senko. And then instead of sticking your hook through the plastisol part of the Senko or the stick bait, you stick it through the O-ring and you hang on to them longer. So you don't go through as many. And if you're going to spend whatever it is, I haven't bought them in forever, like $8 for a pack of 6 or 8 Senkos, Yamamoto Senkos, you better use one of these. But when you could buy 50 in a pack for $10, or maybe it's $15, I can't remember, at Bass Pro Shops, that's the way to go. I don't really worry about it too much. So these are cool, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give it away. Who knows? All right, that is a $7 value. I don't know about that, but they're cool to have. A lot of people like them. I just don't do it. $8.95 for 5 Senkos on Amazon. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. All right, the next item is from Cuda, and these look awesome. These are the Cuda micro scissors, and good snips are, you can never have too many. Me, I have a couple of kayaks, and whenever I jump between kayaks, I always forget to take something with me. So I actually have a pair of braid cutters in my life jacket, my PFD. But having an extra set of something is always a good idea, just in case something breaks. So these will go into one of my kayaks and just stay there. I'll like assign it a kayak, and I'll say, you don't leave that kayak. $7 value seems really fair to me, actually. Like I said, these guys have a great reputation, and they're kind of small, so that's nice. They're not going to be in the way. And $8 seems fair. Next up, you have a bait, and like I said before, not everybody gets you don't get a box full of baits, but you get a lot of gear and 1 or 2 baits. And what we got is the Yum Dinger. And so this is a stick bait. And this would work great with the Wacky tool, actually. Yum Dingers are super cheap, $3 for, I don't know how many you're getting, like 8. And Yum Dingers work fairly well too. So, yep. $6.99 for 5 lunker logs. That's ridiculous. $3 for 8. Maybe they're not as good. I don't know. I mean, I don't think fish can tell like a difference between Yamamoto's and, oh my gosh, I can't open this package. Yamamoto's and Yums and Stickos and stuff like that. I know fall rate is important. That's an important thing. Fall rate. How long they last. I feel like the Yamamoto's are just so soft they fall right apart. These guys are all right. I've used them before. They catch fish. So let me just kind of demonstrate what you would do, because I failed at doing that before. So you take your thing, you put your O-ring around the thing. Okay, all right. Then you stick this thing into that thing. No jokes, please. You put it to the desired area, and then you just slide the O-ring down. Boop! And now you have an O-ring on a stick bait. And then you take your hook and slide it through the O-ring right there, and it stays on a lot longer. It's pretty simple, and it works. but I don't ever do that. Laziness, primarily laziness. All right, let's move on. The Dingers, $3. That is what you will find them at, priced at pretty much everywhere. The next item is a super hyped up item. Super hyped. D Love McGruff says non-paid promotion 2. They work good. Lots of wiggle, and the Mondo worm is bomb AF. Favorite one they make, watermelon, red, and black. That's kind of my style of color too. I'm like a watermelon candy, green pumpkin with some flake, that type of stuff. That's my color scheme for when I'm fishing the Delta. I like those a little bit darker with some red and black flake in it. You never got a bite on a drop shot? Come on, man. Anyways, the next item up, super hyped up. If you're on Instagram and you follow anybody that fishes, you've probably heard of this. You've probably seen ads everywhere, and it is the Angler Bullseye. So I got one of these a year ago today. Not today, but a year ago in August. I'm pretty sure it was in August because I used them. I used them in August and September. and basically what these are all about is this is like a way to log your catches. You could put as much or as little information in them. And basically you connect it Bluetooth to your phone. It's got a deal where the back is sticky, so you could take the back off and stick it to something on your boat, on your kayak, and then you just have a button you push, or you could stick it on your hat with the little clip that comes with it. And the thing about these is they're pretty cool because they track your time of day. They connect to local weather stations. If you're in a tidal area, they connect to the tide gates to see where the tide was at when you were catching your fish. You click a button, you put in as much information about that catch, as much or as little, you can even take pictures about that catch as you would like. And then it correlates all that data to a GPS location, weather, air pressure, tide, wind speed, just, cloud cover, all sorts of pretty cool data. This is super hyped up though. And it's not that it's hyped up and it's bad. It's not bad. It works. It does what you would want it to do. It's got a pretty decent web-based interface too to go back and look through your stuff. But this thing just doesn't work with my phone. And I've tried doing software updates and all sorts of stuff with the Google Pixel 3. It crashes and it just shuts off. So you lose a bunch of your trip. Then you go to press it, nothing, right? So then you got to go back on your phone, which you're not going to do when you have a 4-pound fish on your line or in your hand. You're not going to do that. So that catch doesn't get logged until maybe later you can log it after you get signed back in. So there's just some buggy stuff to it. Other than that, it's a decent little product. Value on it is $30. The app is free. This is basically what you're paying for. I thought it was going to be something I use all the time, and anymore, just because of the connection issues and it disconnecting itself, I do this to it and walk away. So it's not bad, and with your phone, it might work great, right? So I'll probably give this away. I'll probably do that tonight. We'll probably do that tonight. $30 value. I wasn't actually shocked to see that in this box. There are certain brands that are very apt to work with box companies. That's why with Battle Box, Hunter's Hall, some of the other boxes, some of those have kind of gone away. The other boxes, you would see a lot of different different brands repetitively throughout those boxes. You would see, what's the name of that one? You'd see Olight in a lot of boxes, especially a year and a half ago when Olight was really trying to make a push into people's minds, and their buying patterns. Since they've kind of made that push, they've kind of backed off that. You don't see them in subscription boxes a whole lot more. Gosh, what's that other company? I just had one of their flashlights right by me. The rechargeable flashlight people. Who are they? Gosh. Everything they make is like solar powered. They're in everything. So when I think of it, I'll say it. But anyways, I wasn't shocked to see Angler in this. So yeah, wasn't shocked at all. But that wraps up your Pro Box. Your value, your MSRP value, $71.95. You paid around $44. I think that's what we said. Hybrid light. Yes, Robin. Thank you for joining us, Robin. And Firex. Yeah, good job. Hybrid light. They are in every subscription box known to man. You've seen a ton of them in battle boxes. You've seen a ton of them in Hunter's Hall multiple times, and different items as well. Headlamps quite a few times. The little handheld lamp that floats. Congratulations on your purchase, Jacob. Hopefully you enjoy that. Did you get the brand new one, the upgraded one, the newer one? They made some pretty cool improvements to the 2019 model, I think it was, or 2020. So it's cool stuff. So let's go on to the advanced box. All right, and they have a note on here saying that this item is being shipped directly from the manufacturer. So English Hall never touched it. So that's why some of you got two different boxes, and you might have got them a couple days apart. But this is a rod from Favorite, and I've never owned a Favorite rod, so I don't know anything about them. But this is the Defender. It says, "In God We Trust," and powered by Favorite. And it looks like it's a travel rod. I'm always down with a decent travel rod because I travel a lot, and I'm a trout guy. So if you've ever been a trout fisherman before, you've probably used a multi-piece rod. Some of these snobby bass guys like Yankee Tanker Outdoors, they don't use two-piece rods. And if they ever see a two-piece rod, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot touch a two-piece rod." I caught so many decent fish on two-piece rods. It should make people who are ashamed of them ashamed. So it's a two-piece rod. I mean, what else? I don't know. You go like that, and then you line them up. I've been doing this since I was like 6 years old. But it's a spinning rod. It's got the flamboyant EVA on it, kind of camouflaged. Defend what's right. Okay. I like the real seat looks okay on it. My voice is cracking. That's what Yankee Tanker says, because I'm smart, one piece or die. I bet you I could outfish you with a two-piece rod any day. They don't do that, dude. Like, I don't know. One lost dude just said, wait till the top half goes flying with the cast. It's never happened to me. Never. And I've been fishing with two-piece rods, like I said, since I was like 8 years old, 7 years old, 6 years old, whenever I started fishing. It's with two-piece rods. I never grew up fishing with, all of these like super expensive rods. And I get the advantages of them at points. I mean, I have a spinning rod that costs damn near $300, right? And that's a custom. I was happy to pay it. Like the dude who builds them. And it's a great rod. I really enjoy fishing with it. But that doesn't mean that, I couldn't go catch the same fish with this thing, By the way, this is valued at $99.99. And 2-piece rods and 4-piece rods, all of those, rods like that, they have their advantages. If you ever want to go backpacking up into a mountain, you don't want to carry, a 7-foot freaking rod with you through the forest. It's a pain in the butt. I've done it. It's a pain in the butt. So D-Love says that's the Lunkers TV poll, isn't it? And I think Matt from Yankee Tanker mentioned that in his unboxing. I wouldn't know because I'm not bashing anybody. Don't get me started in something that, I'm not trying to talk shit about a huge channel. That would be dumb. But I don't watch that dude. I used to watch him maybe a year and a half ago, him and the Guggen Squad. But for the most part, I don't watch them. I watch guys like Debo's Fishing, Bass Geek. I watch Yankee Tanker. I watch the local dudes, Greg Blanchard and some of the other local guys. And then a few other people here and there. Realistic Fishing, I like that dude. Just stuff like that. So, the big dudes like Flair and I don't know. They just don't do it for me anymore. I used to learn something from them. Maybe I need to go back and watch some of their stuff, but I don't know. He doesn't know how the Delta is treating him because he's too scared to go fish it. So I don't know, guys. I may fish with this at some point. I could just as easily give it away. But you know what? I think just to prove a point, I will fish with it, and I will probably end up catching my best fish of the year on this. Wouldn't that be so fitting? It's kind of cool though. In the first box, which I didn't get, we got a spinning reel from 13, and I don't know anything about that reel, but it looked like it was a decent reel. Yankee Tanker can talk about it. He's a fanboy of 13 fishing. Was it a good reel, Yankee Tanker Outdoors? He's quiet for the first time ever. He's quiet. So that is the box. The rod is a $99.99 value, so $100. That brought your total to $171.94. Not bad at all. $171.94. You pay $110 basically. So, $110. I mean, a lot of people, ugly stick for the win. Yeah. It's so funny. Gosh. Oh man, this is almost embarrassing. When I first started kayak fishing, I was clueless. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I used to go out with an ugly stick, spinning rod, and reel combo. It was the combo that you get at Bass Pro Shops. I don't know, dudes. I was catching fish. I was throwing like a spinnerbait on a spinning reel that you would use, spinning rod and reel combo you would probably use to fish for like catfish with. But you know what? Who cares? I caught fish with it. It's really easy for a lot of people, I think, and me myself too. Like sometimes I'm like, look at that dude. You know what I mean? But really, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're in a sun dolphin, going out on your local pond with one rod and just having fun. It doesn't matter. What matters is that somebody's out there doing their thing and relaxing and having fun and just that type of thing. So that's all that matters. I have an ugly stick. I think it's called the Tiger Stick. And that thing is a fishing freaking machine when you're talking big game. And that's, I believe, I'm trying to remember if I landed my 150-pound sturgeon on that or if it was something else. And that rod, it's just could take it. It could take a beating. You're not going to catch a 150-pound sturgeon on this, right? or on anything that 13 Fishing makes. Probably, I don't know. Maybe. Jacob Marks writes, fishing and not knowing is better than not fishing. Exactly, man. Yeah, you don't need to spend $300 on a rod or reel to catch fish. And some of you guys know I used to be a brand ambassador because that was cool. I was sponsored. I was a brand ambassador for a company called Cast King, and my buddies would just rip me. You know what I mean? Matt from Yankee Tanker Outdoors, my buddy Lucas, he was pretty cool about it, but a lot of people I know would talk trash, and a lot of people would probably talk trash behind my back, but whatever, right? My thought about Cast King was that it was basically that, hey, this is a company that, you know, makes an affordable product that's not horrible, and it gets people out fishing, right? If you're new to the sport, you don't want to go spend $200 on a rod and $200 on a reel. You want to spend $50 on a rod and $50 on a reel, okay? And they were okay for that, and they actually work for most people. Now, when you get to be like me, where you fish, or I used to fish this often, but not really anymore, but you fish like, you know, 3 to 4 days a week, the gear starts to have issues. And I had some bait casters, some spinning reels too. I had rods that broke, you know, just all sorts of stuff that I was having issues with a lot of their gear. And that's kind of why I stepped away from them. You know, they had great customer service, but I just started having failures. And for me, that was something that I couldn't tolerate. So I had to step up to something, you know, a little bit more reliable, a little bit smoother, some stuff that was going to be more dependable. But for the average guy who fishes 2 weekends out of the year, why would you go spend $400 on a combo? I mean, that's ridiculous. You know, it's just not smart. I don't know. Anyways, I will fish with this, and I will catch a fish with it, and we'll make fun of Yankee Tinker Outdoors for being too cool for a 2-piece rod. Yeah, dude, that Sharky 3 from Cast King wasn't a bad spinning reel. It's definitely not the best. And let me tell you this. Like, I have a spinning reel that I think costs $250, $280, right? That spinning reel is the reel I use when I'm targeting big trophy fish. If I'm just going to go out on the Delta and beat up something, and, you know, the drag doesn't matter, like I don't need buttery smooth drag or something like that. Yeah, the Sharky 3, I caught so many 6-pound bass on my Sharky 3. It was ridiculous, right? But if I'm going to go up to Oregon and I'm going to go chase 7 to 10 pound, 5 to 10 pound red band trout, you know, that you need a buttery smooth drag, I'm not taking that thing. You know what I mean? Because that drag is not buttery smooth. There's nothing buttery smooth about it. You need a nice higher end Shimano. So I got the Shimano, forget the name of it. I don't know. The CI4, the Shimano Stratic CI4. This is a great reel. It's a great reel. Does everybody need one of those? Probably not. But, you know, you put yourself in certain situations, you probably want something like that. And if you're going to be fishing a lot, putting your things through abuse, you want good stuff. If you're going to be fishing 6 times a year, you probably don't need stuff like that. So I guess I'm kind of getting off on a tangent. You know, I kind of just a second ago, I mentioned, you know, if you're going to be fishing for these big trout, my biggest fish of the year, weight-wise and length-wise, is actually not a bass. It's a trout. I'm trying to fact check myself really quick. Yeah, that's true. I caught a trout. I didn't weigh it in the moment, but by, looking at charts and stuff like that, it's a 7-pound trout. That's pretty awesome. It was 26 inches long. That thing was amazing. And you guys haven't seen a video of it. So one of these days I might work it into a video. Some of the clips, I had an amazing 15 minutes. I made one cast, not my first cast, but I made a cast and hooked up with a 24-inch red band that weighed 5 pounds. And that tied my personal best. And then 15 minutes later, I caught a 26-incher. Oh, man, it felt so great to catch that fish. So, yeah, maybe that'll make it into a future video. I caught it on a bass rod too, or a brand that you would associate with bass rods. So pretty kind of pretty cool. All right, dudes, it's been 45 minutes. So I guess to reiterate, we kind of talked about this at the beginning, but for, just to reiterate, I'm not quitting YouTube. I almost did, but I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm not going to take a break. And what I'm going to promise to you guys is every Tuesday by 2 p.m., you're going to see a new video. If everything goes well, maybe we'll have another video on a Sunday. Okay. So that video will release on Sundays at 2 p.m. if there's an extra one. I'm going to try, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to neglect my kids or my job or, just have sleepless nights, like staying up until 2 in the morning, like I've done before editing, to get that out. It's going to happen if it happens. I will commit, though, to the Tuesday video, 2 p.m. Pacific. So that's 5 p.m. Eastern. Everybody's getting off work and, you got something to watch when you get home. Drink a beer, watch a little Out West with Chris, that type of thing. And to everybody here, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys joining me tonight. We're down to 10. I think the high that we saw tonight was 15. And I appreciate all of you guys, every 10 of you, all 10s of you. You guys are amazing. These are the names that I can rely on seeing in the comment section. So I really appreciate that. And because of that, let's give some stuff away. Let's give some stuff to you guys. I haven't done a giveaway in a while. Ooh, I almost stuck my finger with the lure that was sitting right here. Let's give away the bullseye. Now, I know I kind of wasn't like, yeah, this is awesome. But that's just my personal experience with it. You guys might like it. And I think if it didn't have so many issues connecting and staying connected to my Pixel, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. So we're going to do this. We'll do this because I never use O-rings because I'm just too lazy to put them on. So you guys will get this. Hopefully we got fishermen watching today. But just in case, you know what? I don't really use this knife. I've had it for a while. This is the Real Steel. I think it's called the Alienware or Alien Gear or something like that. Forget the name of it. But it comes with a little Kydex sheath. You could use it as a neck knife. Comes in this little pouch for something for some reason. We'll give that away. So these 3 items, and you know what? Let's just give away the Yum Dingers too. There's a few left in here. Maybe they're all left. I can't remember if I put that one back. So let's do that. I don't know what to do for the giveaway. How do we pick it? Let's see. Hey, Cassidy. Hey. I gotta enlist help from my daughter. Hi. I don't know how to say your name, my friend. K-P-E-H-O. Capio. I gotta do the best I can do. All right, we need to think of a question for these people. There's 10 people, or 9 people now on the live stream. And we need to think of a question that they can answer to win some stuff. What's the question?
Wait, are we asking right now?
Yeah, we will ask, but you got to tell me first. Pause for station identification.
Does it have to be for something? Like about something?
Okay, we're struggling here. I did not plan this out. These are all totally like impromptu and not planned out, in case you didn't tell. I'm thinking of a number. Huh? Yeah?
Sure.
Okay. The question is.
Wait.
That's a super tough question.
Okay,
So the question is, what is our current subscriber count right now? The first person that can name that wins this awesome little prize package. And you don't even need to be a subscriber. Just got to spit it out right now.
No.
Okay, you're good, but you're not that good. You're off a little bit. One loss, dude.
Yeah, you have to say the
exact number.
No.
No.
Here, I'll announce if it's correct, okay?
Okay. Maybe we should verify that that's not right on a third party. We should go to, let's go to Social
Can
Blade.
they see you doing that?
No.
Well, what if we miss it?
But it'll show it in line. Okay.
Oh.
Out. Come on. Out. Ah. Okay, we're on Social Blade, and we're verifying. Okay, well, that would be the first real good answer.
Yeah.
And you guys, you might not see it the way it throws it up, but from our end, who are you seeing?
Saucer Fox?
Yeah. Chaucer.
Oh!
Chaucer. Phil. With 11,433. That's kind of mind-boggling, isn't it? That there's that many people that subscribe.
Yeah, that's it.
Where'd y'all go though? So anyways, that is the number. Dude, I need your address. You know where to find me. Chaucer's the winner, but thank you all for hanging out. You are quick. And we'll probably, we should give away something else. What do you think?
Yeah,
No, I like that.
I'm just kidding.
If you had a good guess, dude. That was a solid freaking guess. I mean, you're only off by 105. So I appreciate it, dude. That was a good guess. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. For those of you watching the rebroadcast, if you can name
what?
Oh no, let's see. I gotta think these out. I totally gotta think these out. So for those of you that are watching the rebroadcast, what we'll do is I'll put together a little prize package. It's not gonna be anything totally crazy, but just comment down below. I'll pick it from a random generator, comment generator. You don't need to be a subscriber. Just if you watched the video and you made it this far, I gotta say thank you. You know what I mean? Because that takes some major dedication.
Food.
No, not food. Get out of here. Go. But yeah, you guys can you know what? One lost, dude. I'd love to do that actually. It'd be cool. So maybe we should plan something like that out. Where we post it up on Instagram or here on YouTube and talk about getting together and doing some fishing. I did that 2 years ago and had a great time. It was awesome. Met some really cool people, fished with some of my buddies, and it worked out. It was awesome. So One Lost Dude, that's a great idea. We'll have to do that. Hit me up on Instagram and we'll actually talk about that. Since you brought it up, we can kind of figure out what would work good for you too. I haven't been to North Carolina fishing in like 2.5 to 3 years. I did it once though, and I fished with a couple of guys that are awesome. Southern Outdoors Fishing and Adventure Outdoors. Those guys are so cool. Still talk to those dudes. So, anyways, comment down below after this is the repost, so rebroadcast people can have a chance to get in on some love and get a little prize package. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support, especially all 10 of you that hung out the whole time. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side. We are out of here.
Bye.
Bye.